Hello.
Hello, this is a bit of a strange one today. This is us doing a tour of my mother's doll's house, which actually doesn't exist anymore.
The doll's house does.
Oh, the doll's house does,
Has
but
been gifted to a small child.
child, yes, and the contents taken out and split up into two other doll's houses.
So, in the future there will be another video of the two new houses.
Yes.
But for now, this is a tour of the doll's house that once was. Hope you enjoy.
So, what is your favourite thing in your kitchen?
Well, the doll's house is really to display the dolls. The dolls are what I enjoy the most. And that doll, the cook, I bought that when you were a little tiny baby in an area in Portsmouth called Lamport, which has now been demolished and where the cruise ships go from. So she's really quite special. And it was a really old junk shop, really, not antique shop or even charity shop. There were proper junk shops, and I think she cost me like sixpence.
Right, yeah.
You know, from a really old lady that sort of looked like she came out of Dickens's story. You made me the little cake with the candle on the chair.
Did I?
Yes, yeah.
I can't remember that.
Yeah.
Wow, I did that quite well, didn't I?
Yeah. I think it was what's it got on it, Kate?
It says M.A.
Ma.
Ma, yeah. Yeah. And the food that we bought from a market, and the big turkey, and there's bits of modern in with bits of old, but I like the cats, the little cats playing.
The one with this built book, I remember.
Yeah.
The mouse is very cute.
Yeah.
It's Camp Coffee.
Yeah, we do.
All the time.
Lots of bits aren't really doll's house, but that's how a doll's house evolves. Just bits and pieces. We had the dustbin for a long time. We used to sell it.
Antiques.
Antique store. It was a
some lovely-
Kitchenalia store, wasn't it? And that never sold, so it got put into the doll's house when we.
There was a few bits, wasn't there?
Yeah,
But I remember there's some things that we sold that I wish we hadn't sold now.
Yeah, like the
walnut baby.
The walnut baby. But we'd have fought over the walnut
we would have
baby,
fought
so it was best it went. I painted and reupholstered those chairs. They were brown, and I put a hunting scene, I think, on the seats. But it's been, the doll's house is about 20 years old. I've had it 20 years, and it was new when I bought it, and it's just evolved really.
That's what doll's houses do.
Yeah. But it's not finished. I haven't painted the doors.
Doll's houses are never finished. It's fine.
Oh dear. But, I think it wants redecorating actually.
Yeah, but you said you want to buy an old doll's house now.
I want to buy an old doll's house. Yeah. So my favourite thing in this room? Yeah. Let's see the two pictures at the back, the two portraits. On the left-hand side is my great-great-grandmother, and the other side is my grandmother with her sister.
Wow.
So they live in the doll's house.
That's like our 1920s one, isn't it?
Charleston House.
Yeah.
It's full of pictures.
And I made the laundry.
I love the laundry. The laundry is amazing.
And the washing.
How did you make the laundry? Like lie flat like that? Is it like glue?
It's glued.
Yeah.
It's all glued together.
Yeah.
It's all glued together. I like the sewing machine and the iron, which is quite a good iron actually. It's quite you know, it looks realistic, that iron. It's
Yeah, my
organised.
iron's rubbish.
Struggle to
Isn't it?
find it, I
Yeah.
I did buy one the other day though.
Yeah. And the knitting, there's knitting on the chair, which the doll, no, she's not, she's up the top. No, I don't know if she's up the top, but the knitting belongs to a doll, but I thought it looked nicer on the seat. But, no, I think the doll's in the cradle upstairs because she's too big for the doll's house. Yeah, but I pinched her knitting. But, and I made the quilt cover.
Oh my goodness. I love the quilt.
That was I did that by hand. That's all little tiny. I can't do a big one. I'm in awe of the American quilts. I mean, they're absolutely beautiful. But I'm sorry, I can't. I haven't got the patience.
I did one once. I did a crazy quilt.
I've still got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, upstairs, hanging on the rail. Yeah. There are actually a couple in the maids' quarters too that I made.
So the dining room.
The dining room.
It's very lavish.
It is, isn't it? The food, I mean, all the food came off of eBay. I got all the food on eBay because they make such wonderful food. And it's lasted, I mean, some of that's 15 years old. So, you know, it's good value for money.
Is that cheese there? Is that
There's
cheese? There's a
cheese.
blade of cheese.
Yes, there's cheese and that's not a dumb waiter, something I can't remember what it's called. It's a 3-tier thing. It's got cheese on there, and I made the roses. I made
Wow.
the roses, and I made the display in the corner,
Wow.
the flower display.
Oh, with all what the flowers?
Yeah, yeah. And the brooch, as a little picture on the wall, was one of my mother's when she was very young. It's Dutch. She went to Holland a lot, and she got it from there. And the pin broke at the back, so I just glued it on.
Yeah, that's a good way. Sorry, the battery ran out then. I don't know where it stopped, but we were talking about the cupboard that...
Yes, they've got a name, haven't they? No.
Secrétaire,
Your
no?
viewers will know because it's American. So maybe someone could put it in the comments.
Yeah.
It's got a special name. It might be a Dutch bureau or something like that, but they'll know, so they can put a
comment down below.
Down below, yeah. But it was your uncle sent it to you many years ago, but it didn't fit your doll's house because your doll's house was a mock Tudor one and the ceilings were too
Yeah,
low.
it was very low.
So we had to find, alternative furniture or make it. So it sort of hung around it, and I found it when we moved into this house here, and the legs were broken, so I repaired the legs, and I thought, I've got a home for you, and there it stands.
It fits well.
Yeah, and all the drawers open,
From America, isn't it?
Yeah, all the drawers open. Well, up the top they do.
Where does Uncle Tim live?
Uncle Tim lives in Ohio, in a town called Marietta, which we went to. It's very nice, very American, middle American. I think is what they're called. But nice squares and nice roads and lovely shops and a nice place to visit.
We're going to go to America one day, Kate.
We are, yeah.
My favourite place in America is Boston. I love Boston. There's such a diversity of places. Each part of Boston is different to the other part of Boston. And it has the most wonderful churches. And the most wonderful tombstones.
We're digressing from Doll's House here.
Are we on the hall now?
We're on the hall.
We're on the entrance hall because
Oh, yeah, the
lower
door,
part
yeah.
would have been the basement, but it was too big, so I like life to be easy, so the big basement away, the front of the basement. So really that's the entrance hall, and you can see my love of dogs.
Yeah.
Little dogs, really.
Yeah.
The dog with the umbrella.
The dog with the umbrella is
Yeah,
amazing.
lovely dog. Oh, there's a cat there, I think
Yeah, the
found
cat
that little
snuck
cat.
in.
Yeah, I found that cat the other day. I think it was about 10p or something. Couldn't leave it behind.
No, you could never have too many pets.
So I quite like that little one there.
Yeah.
It's quite nice.
I like the things in the cabinet at the back.
Oh yes. Oh gosh, I can't even remember what's in there now.
It looks like llamas.
Camels, I think.
Camels.
Camels, it could be.
An
It's
owl.
supposed to be like a curiosity,
Yeah.
antiquity kind of cabinet that they had in a Georgian home, even Victorian homes, full of curiosities. My grandmother had one when I was little, and my aunt and uncles were like in Singapore and Hong Kong during they were doing their military service, and they used to bring her back lovely shells that were engraved and all sorts of things, and I would stand in front of this cabinet, and when I was a child, if I did any embroidery or anything, she would put it in the cabinet. But I never knew what happened to it all when she moved. But there you go. You didn't sort of keep things like that in those days. They were just things. But now we think they're quite precious. Right, so what's in this room then? This is the Dolly's tea party room.
It's a lovely tea party.
It's the sitting room, really. Yeah, they're having an afternoon tea. But the main thing in this room is the little portrait, and this is of Harry and Kate. Kate, who's sat here now with us, and Harry's in Scotland somewhere, all grown up now. But their mum did it.
I
Claire
did it.
Yeah. She did it one birthday, I think, or one Christmas. And no, it's very good. She also did a big one for me, which I have still.
So it's
No.
quite difficult painting on that scale.
Yes, yeah. It's quite difficult doing anything on the scale.
Yeah.
Yes, but there's some naked ladies, which has still got to be dressed. But I did dress the dark-haired one in the front. I redressed her, and I did a few of the flower arrangements. There's some dollies here that I've had since I was a child. We had an old grandma, my mum, Claire's grandma. I think you know him before. Had the doll shop, and that was one of the dolls with the blue bows in. I had as a child. They gave to me, so I really must get round to dressing.
Love the cakes on the cake stand.
Oh, the cakes, yes. Again, those cakes were bought at the same time as the food in the dining room, so they've really held up well. So don't ever be afraid of buying Doll's House food, because it does
Last.
last.
Doesn't go mouldy.
No, it doesn't go mouldy, no. They've eaten the mouldy bits. The house mice have been in. No, we have no mice.
It's the study.
The study, which is Kate's favourite room.
Yes.
I like the parrot with the cage, and the little Scottish doll I got the other day.
I like the
Always
one with the
wanted
little
those.
the little hood.
The little hood. Yeah.
It's like a gnome.
I made the mineral cabinet, I think they used to call them, with all the little stones. And the dog, what's the dog?
Mohair dog.
The mohair dog. We've had that for years.
That's my favourite. One of my favourite things in your doll's house. It's
Was it-
amazing.
What, the
The
dog?
dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think his ears are missing now, aren't they?
Well, he's made a real mohair, isn't he?
Yeah. But he's still got quite a sweet little smile on him. And I really ought to dress the gentleman of the house. And the bureau with the bits and pieces on. But they are playing Scrabble, I think. It is Scrabble. Yes, it is Scrabble. But, and the instrument, there's an instrument there. It's like it's Japanese. It came from a Japanese doll my uncle gave me many years ago when he went to Japan, and the doll disintegrated, but the instrument, and it looks quite nice in the doll's house. There you go. Which is your favourite flower?
I quite like the gnome doll.
You like the gnome doll?
I like the gnome doll.
I like the parrot, and Kate likes the dog.
Yeah.
There you go.
This is the main bedroom?
No.
No?
This is.
Oh, no, yeah, no.
Yeah. This is This is really supposed to be the master's bedroom, but he's busy in the study, so his twin daughters have decided to lay on the bed with the cat.
Yeah. The only cat surrounded by lots of dogs.
Yeah, and a tortoise. That's the one we found in the garden, and the pig we found in the garden.
Yeah, you should go and watch that film. The link will be below.
And a box of Christmas cracker charms.
I love that.
That actually came from America. An old gentleman in America sent them to me, which was very nice. But the little chest is Fleur again made that, decoupage that for a birthday. But there's a little tiny tassel on it.
That was another incarnation of our lives, wasn't it? We used to decoupage things and sell them.
Gosh, yeah. At the market.
Yeah. The Ruskin and Moorcroft, isn't it?
Yes, the little one's Ruskin, isn't it? The big one's Moorcroft. But they look nice on the wall.
Yeah. I love this mohair dog. Another mohair dog. Is he mohair?
He's wool.
Oh, he's felted.
He's felted, yeah.
Oh, he's so cute.
Yeah, he's,
I love that they've all just got one bone.
and they're going to have a fight. And
The tortoise and the pig joined in.
the tortoise is going to win. This is the lady's boudoir.
The boudoir.
The boudoir. Yes, she has a nice coat stand.
Yeah.
An original little coat that was on one of the other dollies, but it looked so much nicer on the coat stand.
I love all the beaded bags.
And the dressing table, all the little bits on the dressing table.
There's a Taylor Barrett fireplace in there.
Yes, yeah.
And a Limoges plate.
Ah, that Limoges plate. Oh, when I was a little girl, my aunt went to Paris, which was so, so decadent in those days, going to Paris. And she bought that back for my mother.
I've got a green one, haven't I? Did she bring that one back too?
She most probably did.
Yeah, I didn't know that. It's just it's always been in my doll's houses, always.
Most probably. I can't remember, but that's the only person I know that went to Paris and brought back Limoges plates, so she most probably did. But, yes.
Little bead hat pins.
Yeah.
On the table.
Oh,
I made those.
We need to do that.
Yeah, we do need to do that.
Quite easy to do. It must be if I did it. But, and these, the glass flowers are wedding. They used to put names on them for places in weddings.
Oh, there's a few glass flowers. They all
Yes, they came. They were
like a
a
lot.
set. Yeah.
They're beautiful.
Yeah. I was very lucky to get them because they were still all in the box.
Oh.
But, I kept the box. I still have the box. The boxes were quite pretty actually. But, no. Now the nursery. This is the night nursery.
The night nursery.
This is the night nursery because it has a bed and a cradle in it. Right, my favourite bit in there is the modern rocking horse because I think he's absolutely beautiful.
He is.
Very, very intricate. And I don't think I've ever actually seen. They do metal ones, don't they?
I've got a Barton, or actually it might be a Taylor and Barrett one.
Yeah.
It's the same sort of colours. I think it's Taylor and Barrett. Yeah. But there's a Taylor and Barrett fireplace in there, isn't there?
And of course the little house
that we found.
That you found.
In another film. We will link below.
In the grounds of this house.
Yeah.
Yes. It's
I think that's cake decoration topper as well, isn't it?
Yeah. And I made the books. You see the books? I made those books. And many years ago, there's a little tiny Dolly's house in there that Fleur gave me again when she was little as a present.
There's a little fairy-like cot too. I've got the fairy-like cot.
Yes, I put the ribbon round it.
Yeah, they would have had ribbon originally.
Yeah, I thought so.
But the little doll in the bed is quite old, isn't she? You've had her a long time.
Yeah, she again was from this gentleman, a lady and gentleman that had the dolls hospital that Grandma had, and again they gave me that one with the other one at the time. So she's got original clothes on.
Of her hair.
Yeah.
Probably mow her hair again.
Yeah. She's in nice condition actually for her age. Oh, I like the little carpet with the hollyhocks.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
I wouldn't mind one of those.
Yeah, Kate would like one of those too. Yeah.
The little angel, that's a vintage.
I've got 3 of those.
decoration.
They were in my doll's house. I've now taken them out of my doll's house and given them to Kate. Because that's what I do. I change things around.
Yes, yeah. And the little dressing table was, I think, Art Deco.
It's beautiful.
Glass one, that.
Yeah.
But I can't get the little. Someone's stuck the little figures on, and I can't get them off. But they look all right. It's a little girl's room. She would have had little toys, so it doesn't really matter. But just little bits and pieces. There's a cufflink with a dog on, broken cufflink that was stuck on the wall, because that's 1920s. So just all these little bits you find.
Yeah.
And I think the pink pom-pom things.
I love the pink.
They're from a Christmas cracker. A quite decorative Christmas cracker. I had one, yeah. But,
That's the joy of it, though, isn't it?
Yes,
It's like, yeah.
And it's making and it's recycling as
Yeah.
well, which is really cool for the planet at the moment. But, there you go. Yep. Right, now we come to the day nursery. And they're having afternoon tea with the teddy bears. Again, there's some dolls there that Fleur gave me for presents. A little one in
The
there.
little plaster one's funny, isn't she?
Yes, I think she's a cake topper.
Oh, I meant the other one, the one with the gingham dress on.
Oh, you gave me.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
But she's a bit like the one that came with the 1920s. You're sitting on the floor.
That's a tiny dog. Oh yes, yeah.
It's made of the same stuff.
Mm.
You dressed that, didn't you? Yeah, you must have done, because she came with. Did you dress her?
Possibly, I can't remember.
But my little collection of teddy bears that I used to collect, and then I stopped. But the posh one there is from Harrods with the little green scarf on. And there's actually a date on him. 1992. Yeah. You're nearly vintage. Oh, in fact, he is vintage, isn't he? Yes, well over vintage. You're getting old. And we come to the domestic staff quarters. What you would call them now. Skivvies in the days, really. But there's a little tin bath, and the little metal beds actually came from America, and the little red doll, she's a new acquisition.
She's beautiful.
She's,
I love her dress.
it's almost clown-like.
Piro?
Yeah,
I
Piro,
never know
yeah.
how to
Yeah,
pronounce
yeah.
that.
No,
I say that a lot, and I do.
I know, weirdly.
yeah, and there's a haze. No, what's the nut?
Walnut. Walnut waiting for a throat. Oh, she has. Oh, yeah, there's a cast.
She's yes.
She needs bedding.
Oh no, that's another thing I have to get rid of too. I'm not a very good mother.
Just leaving her cold in the walnut. But you've got the lucky boot. The lucky boot.
Yes.
Does it say lucky boot on it? I can't read that.
Oh.
Does it say lucky boot on the bottom? Or has it just got
No,
the
it's just
cobble
got the
heels?
hobnail
Hobnails,
things, yeah.
yeah.
Well, is that what it's called?
Yeah, it was the lucky boot.
Yeah, because you had some on your program.
Yeah, well, I found one
Yeah.
with Tom Burley.
And these are just
Just
little
little boots.
metal boots, yeah. I found from somewhere. No, but that's a lucky boot.
That's
is
lucky
it?
boot. They used to. It's just like Lucky Charms.
Yeah.
You've got horseshoes, and we've got a horseshoe, haven't we, in one of the doll's houses?
Yeah, and a thimble.
Yeah, and a thimble. Kate's wearing a thimble at the moment.
That's lucky silver thimble.
So, well, I only have one doll.
At the moment.
At the moment, yes. I think think, where am I going to put another doll's house?
I know, you find a place, you squeeze them in.
Yeah.
We may be looking at another doll's house, but I'm not sure. I'm yeah.
Yeah, so that's it for the moment. Maybe next time you come, I'll have clothes some of the
The dolls.
some of the dolls, and then again maybe I won't have. We'll see.
Well, thank you for showing us around your doll's house.
It was a pleasure.
I hope you enjoyed that look around my mother's house that was. I suppose they just sort of moved out. It's like when you move out of a house for real.
Yes.
So, but at least she has a record of it now, of what it was like. So it's there forever now.
Yes. So, yeah, we hope you enjoyed. We have to thank you, as always, for sticking with us whilst all of the
Yeah, the comments still not turned
drama,
out.
but it's
yeah.
okay. We'll fix it. We'll go back to Albert. But yeah, thank you for every like and comment, and for any of you that are still with us and are still watching. We really appreciate it.
And there was a film last week, if you didn't see it, because the comments were on.
But it disappeared from
But
our page for
yeah,
ages,
it disappeared. Yeah,
so-
it just YouTube didn't put it anywhere. So if you weren't notified or you didn't see it, maybe go and watch it, because it was a good one, which is really sad.
We did the bedroom of the 1920s Charleston house, and I was pretty chuffed.
I think it was
with the
probably the best one we've done so far, and just typically no one got to see it. But
bedroom. So yes, it's down there. The link is down below, as well as the link where we spoke about where we searched my nan's garden
twice.
and yes, and found a couple of the things that were in her doll's house.
Yeah.
So yeah, check that out if you want, and we will see you soon. Bye.